The mother inserted the key into the lock. With just a gentle turn to the left, and the incredible old mansion swung open, Mother gave a mysterious smile.
Welcome to Spiderwick.
It was the children's first time returning to their great-grandfather's ancient home. Everything here filled them with wonder. Inside, it wasn't as dilapidated as its exterior suggested. Mother reassured them, "This place is full of secrets and surprises." Little did they know their move to the ancestral home was a last resort. That night, Jared tossed and turned, unable to sleep. Suddenly, he heard heavy knocking sounds. Terrified, he tried to wake his brother Simon, only to find him already deep in slumber. He quietly slipped into his sister's room, grabbing her training sword as a weapon. Following the sound, he approached the closet. Opening the door, he thrust the blade inside. The arrow bent violently upon impact. And what was that? Bloodstains seemed to smear the surface. As the contents spilled onto the floor, a demonic face emerged from within. But upon closer inspection, it was merely a portrait of a cannibal signed by their great-grandfather. Yet this omen proved true. A car pulled up on the bridge in the dead of night. A bespectacled man, his face frozen in terror, stepped out. Across the bridge stood a dark figure, the legendary ogre. Clearly, the bespectacled man had made a deal with the demon. If he could lure this family of 4 into the ancient mansion, he could redeem his daughter, kidnapped by the demon. But when father and daughter finally met, he suddenly noticed his daughter seemed shorter. Even the scars on her face had shrunk. He instantly realized this wasn't his daughter at all. Unexpectedly, a massive hand reached out, snatched the bespectacled man, and dragged him into the river. It was the giant troll beneath the river coming to hunt. Meanwhile, the approaching ogre transformed into the bespectacled man's form. The two demons continued to pose as father and daughter, their goal being to find the wilderness guide mentioned by the boy's great-grandfather. Soon they arrived at the bespectacled man's home, but the moment they turned on the light, they were recognized by a pet cat. Immediately after, they heard a female neighbor knocking outside. She had come looking for her lost cat. By then, the daughter was famished, yet her father stopped her at the critical moment. Their true target was every single person in the town. The father had heard rumors of an egg in town that could devour everyone's souls to sustain their eternal hunger. That evening, just as they were about to eat, they heard strange noises within the walls again. The mother grabbed tools and led the children to chisel a gaping hole in the wall. What they saw left them stunned. The wall was covered in dried-up dead rats. The mother hurried the children to clean it up while she called to schedule a repair service. The older sister excused herself to clear the table, and Simon went off to join the firefly catching contest. Only Jared remained to clean up the mess. But then the unbelievable happened. Simon, who had gone out, actually caught a firefly. But when he picked it up to examine it closely, the firefly transformed into a human form. As the glass jar shattered, the human-shaped firefly immediately flew into the air. Meanwhile, Jared, cleaning at home, heard strange noises coming from upstairs. He climbed up the small elevator to the upper floor and discovered it was actually a secret study. The moment he switched on the light, he spotted a dust-covered ancient tome on the floor. Unbeknownst to him, this was the wilderness guide the ogre sought. Unexpectedly, every page inside had been torn out. Just then, a sudden growl echoed behind him. Immediately afterward, he noticed eerie writing appearing on the mirror. Realizing its meaning, he spun around to find a bizarre little elf standing there.
Whoa!